Hello everybody, this is Graymouse 1. I wanted to do a different video. I was stationed in Japan while I was in the military, so I was really fortunate to pick up a Super Nintendo, or a Super Famicom rather. I actually bought this out of the store. It was store-bought because it was actually available at retail up until 2003. And I was over there since 1996, so I was very fortunate. This is actually my original Famicom that I actually bought while I was in the military, and I love it to death. So I decided to do a video on some of my Super Famicom video games that I picked up over the years. This shelf here is all my games that I picked up since then. So I like to go through them one by one to show you guys some of the games that I've gotten. All right, so the first game is an absolute classic. This is probably the reason why a lot of people got Super Nintendos, is Street Fighter II. So I picked this up, and then I also picked up Street Fighter II Turbo. Both great games, fighting games especially, very classic games. Really happy about that. The next game is Fire Emblem for the Super Famicom. Thought this was a pretty cool game. Pretty much like a tactical RPG. My next game, of course, I think it has one of the best soundtracks for a racing game for that time. No other than F-Zero. I played the shit out of this game when it first came out. So I was really happy to get this for my Super Famicom. The next game needs no introduction. Super Metroid. It's one of the best action games ever. And this is another reason why people got a Super Nintendo. This was definitely a classic game. It also brings in where you could get the map, have a map on the screen, and the exploration and the weapons that you use. And it was just, the storyline was great. Really loved this game. I wish they would they'd make another one in 2D style for the Switch. So we'll see. Continuing on, this is a awesome shmup. Really enjoyed playing this growing up. Gradius. I'm sorry, Darius. And this one's actually Gradius. I apologize for that. Moving right along, this is also the start of the RPG Star Ocean. This is a Super Famicom version. Highly recommend you get this. I thought it was a good game. My next one is Rockman 7, which is Mega Man 7. Then the next three games are no other than Rockman X, Rockman X2. Move my finger out of the fucking way. My next one is Rockman X3. All right, moving right along. Mystic Quest. Not too good, not too bad. It's okay. But I saw it there, and I just had to have it for my Super Famicom. My next one is Final Fantasy V, which didn't come to the U.S. until recent times. But this is another classic game from the Famicom. All right, so moving right along here. I have Dragon Slayer for the Super Famicom. And I also have Dragon Slayer 2. My next one, Space Invaders. Come on, it's Space Invaders. And then, of course, Super Mario Kart. Fucking love this game. I always love playing this game, especially beating my brothers and my friends. I thought I was pretty good at it. There's no game like that, like this at that time. This is a very good game. All right, moving right along is Batman Returns. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. What a great game. And then a nice, it's Breakthrough, or rather it's called Arkanoid on the Super Nintendo. This is a great game. And then another interesting game is Front Mission. And then I have Final Fight, Final Fight Guide, Final Fight 2, and of course, you can't have a Super Nintendo or a Super Famicom without Super Mario World. My next game is Kirby Super Deluxe. What a great game. I don't think there has ever been a bad Kirby game, and that says a lot. All right, so getting down to the bottom here, Dragon Ball Z. Mother 2. This is the cheaper version of Earthbound, actually. So it's cheaper to get this one than it is to get it the Super Nintendo US version of Earthbound. And if you can read Japanese, so it's all the same to me. Next couple is, of course, classic Donkey Kong Country, which I think has some of the best ambient sounds, especially under the water. The water stage is one of the, oh my God, man. Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong Country 3. All right. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I know. Another game that I really enjoyed that actually, I think it was more of a sleeper game, is ActRacer. Is a very good game. You know, it has a two-part game where you're actually kind of doing like Sim Earth or what Sim City type thing, where you're building your city, and then they got another part when you go into the caves. Such a great game, highly underrated, I believe. Anyway, this is ActRacer 2 for Super Nintendo or the Famicom. Of course, Super Mario RPG. Whoa, man! The next game is me and the team were stationed overseas, and I was in a retro game shop. I saw this game on a shelf, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Believe it or not, it's actually an Atlas game. The game is If. So immediately, the theme and I both started going to if what? If it turns on? If it starts? If what? What the hell is if? So I went and bought it just because curiosity. You know, I was like, what the fuck is this? But actually, it's an RPG, so it was a very interesting little story behind this. So I like this game a lot. And then you have the Super Mario Collection, which is basically Super Mario All-Stars. And then I got Yoshi's Island. And last but not least, Double Dragon. All right, so that basically concludes my loose Super Famicom games. I do, however, have a couple of boxed Super Nintendo games, or Famicom games, rather. The first one I'm going to show you is Final Fantasy VI. Star Fox. Fatal Fury Special. Great. Yes. Another game. Actually, I already showed you the loose cartridge. Actually, I got this complete in box as well. Front Mission. This is Ultima 6. And I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for this one, but I got WWE Super WrestleMania in the box. And then my two most beloved RPGs, action RPGs for the Super Famicom is I have Chrono Trigger, complete in box for the Super Famicom. If you want to look at the back. I thought that was a very interesting game, so I had to have it even for the Super Famicom. And last but not least is the Secret of Mana. And here's the back. These two games, I cannot say enough about them, especially the Secret of Mana. Being able to have two players as an RPG was just outstanding. Actually, three. But this game with the inventory system and the ring system, I think was bar none one of the best ever. For RPG. I've lost countless of hours trying to power up all the weapons and leveling up. But I remember vividly as a kid playing this game. I just don't know what to say about it. I wish that Nintendo would, or rather Squaresoft would redo this, release it or something. I know they have a couple games on the Advance, but a true sequel to the Legend of, or the Secret of Mana. Maybe a lot of people who don't know that actually Final Fantasy Adventure was actually the prequel to this, but it would be really great if Square Enix would actually revive this series. Thank you for joining me for the last 15-20 minutes of me just going on about my Super Famicom collection. I really enjoyed showing it off to you guys. So if you like this video, please thumbs up the video. And if you have anything to add, or if you want to comment below, you're more than welcome. Thank you for joining me. And this has been Graymouse 1.